So we're ready to train.
Almost. Why? Because learning is educational and knowledge is power. And the more you know, the more effective these workouts and tips will be. But let's take a moment and look at a couple of things first. Before we start wrecking our brain about how many reps or sets to do, let's just
look back at something that's very important that we don't want to overlook. And that is the split decision. You're probably asking, what is a split? Well, simply put, a split is your weekly workout schedule.
This is where we determine
how many exercises or how much volume to put into a particular workout, what muscle groups to work on what particular day. Most trainers determine
how to organize your workout
based on
what your training goals are, also based on your schedule and your ability to get into the gym or workout. If the goal is to gain strength and size, we want to work in more strength training. But toning and weight loss, then we want to get more cardio in. Based on the split, your schedule, your training goals, the third key that comes into the training split is your muscle recovery time. Now each trainer has their own myth or method as opposed to what works best for them.
So what we will have to do is start out slow and determine on our recovery time, which consists of a group of sets and repetition. What's a set? Well, the set is simply a group of exercises, and a rep is short for repetition. So that would be the number of times that we would do it. So what we do is get our pad out. On one side, you list the days of the week. On the other side, with this being based on beginners, and we'll get into more complex things a little later on, but we'll just list the major body parts, and let's go over those.
Chest, back, shoulders, legs, arms, and abs.
So let's say, for instance, that you'll hear the term one set for 8 to 10 reps. This is usually a safe range for beginners. 8 being the minimum and 10 being the max.
The original split also determines on how much time you're willing to spend in the gym training. Usually is work the weaker, smaller muscle first so that it can catch up. Let's say that you have weak shoulders and you just work chest. Well, you don't want to work shoulders directly after working chest because you already somewhat exhausted them through working chest. What I would recommend that we give shoulders its own day or another day. When we're working legs, the upper body has had time to recover and gain the strength back. To keep from confusing things, we'll keep the split simple and work on the major body parts, and then later we'll come back and we'll get a little bit more detail. Let's take a look at what a basic workout will look like for us. One set, meaning one group, and reps are the number of repetitions that we're going to do in that particular group or set. 8 to 10 reps, meaning 8 being the minimum, 10 being the max. Basically, we're looking for strength, we're looking for endurance, we're looking for toning, for weight loss. Add in a 30-minute cardio, and we want to keep the weight low and the reps medium. We're going to wrap it up there. We're going to pick it up again next week. And until then, I'm MrDoolock. This is Do Right Wellness. Thanks for watching.